The Steampunk Story is in amberstreet.com, and I'm here with the lovely
Marli Renfro.
You were a playmate?
No, I was a bunny.
Oh, you were a bunny.
Yes, I'm on the September 1960 issue of Playboy magazine, and then I'm in a total of about 6 different Playboys.
And you worked with Alfred Hitchcock as well.
Yes, I was Janet Leigh's acting double in the shower scene of Psycho. I was originally hired for 2 days and wound up working for about 7 days. It was wonderful. I so enjoyed being with Mr. Hitchcock in his presence and also under his direction. He knew exactly what he wanted. On the sound stage, he had about a 12 by 12 tent, a black tent with a pitched roof, and inside was like a 6-foot table, 3 by 6, something like that, with a chair up there. And between takes, a lot of times you would see him in there going over, I don't know what, but working on, the scenes. He knew exactly what he wanted and told me each time before each take what he saw me doing and all of that. So it was really easy working with him. He had a wonderful sense of humor. I had very little clothes on, not much at all really, but he made sure that everybody was very professional, no joking around, being smartasses, really. I hear people knocking him, talking bad about him. Well, they didn't get along or whatever, and I think it's, an actor, some actors might have seen them portraying their role different than what Hitchcock saw, and maybe they didn't like that. And so they're bad-mouthing him. Or I think, it's also could be a clash of personalities, and that so happens in real life. But when I hear people talk about him now that he has passed away, I have no respect for those people at all.
Yeah, I think he was a brilliant director. You're very fortunate to have worked with him. I wish I could have met him.
Me. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to see all of his movies, starting with the very first one, and then going, and seeing them in progression. I think I would see him, how he changes his direction, and how he grows, But I think he's always been the same person. He says that the mind, it can scare you more than almost anything you'll see in a movie. It's like reading a book. What you fantasize about it is so much more really than what you could see portrayed on the screen.
Yeah, your mind fills in the blanks with probably the most terrifying concept.
And it does too.
Did you work with Hitchcock in any other films other than
No, I didn't. A couple months after I worked on Hitchcock, this is going to be a story, okay?
Okay.
A couple of months after I worked on Psycho, Playboy flew me to Chicago to shoot the September 1960 issue of Playboy, and they also shot 2 other shots that appeared in the August issue, August or July, I don't know, 1960, I can't remember. I'm on 2 full pages on that. But anyway, while I was there, they were doing the last finishing touches on the brand new Playboy club. It was the first club to be opened, and it was in Chicago. Well, I asked Hef if I could have a job there, and he said yes. So I flew back to Hollywood, packed my bags, and moved to Chicago. And I was there from early March until late late September or early October, and I was one of the very first bunnies, and I have some photos from then.
Oh, wow.
I loved it. At the time, you go into a bar any place, and drinks mixed drinks were like 35 cents. Well, at the Playboy clubs, they were $1.50.
Oh, wow. That's expensive for back then.
Yeah, it was, but they had no problem getting people to pay for them. I worked the lunch shift. I was a cocktail waitress, and it's amazing how many men brought in either their co-workers or clients or prospective clients.
Did you work in any other movies since then, since Psycho?
I just did two.
Oh.
They were light, girly movies.
Okay.
One, I worked with Francis Ford Coppola when he was a student at UCLA Film School.
Oh, wow.
And I saw the genius in him. You know, just watching him work and the way he worked, I thought, this is going to be another Hitchcock. Not really Hitchcock, but he had the genius, you know, for film, definitely. I enjoyed working with him thoroughly.
Well,
But mostly I did a lot of commercials at that time, both national and local, like for a land company, Lake Mojave Ranchos. I went horseback riding and water skiing and a bunch of things, just advertising the area for people to buy a lot there. The hospital in Palm Springs takes up the former El Mirador Hotel. In fact, the bell tower is still there. But I did a lot of modeling for them, for their promotions, for their postcards and just flyers, you know, to stay there, what their facilities, what they have. Swimming in the pool or sitting around the pool or walking around the grounds and stuff.
Oh, very, very impressive. Thank you very much for your time. I have your permission to use this on amberstreet.com?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
This is Steampunk Star Rays at amberstreet.com. You have a nice day, and I will see you in 25 billion years. I will.
I'll see you too.